Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, this is our 10th lecture of of final term. The topic of this lecture is rational theory model. In these lectures, we are describing the models of policy making and implementation by the government to resolve the public issues. In this model, the rational theory becomes as a result of rational thinking from the factual position of the community thinking. This theory gives the solution of people's problems on the basis of rational thinking, on the basis of factual thinking, the thinking that is practicable as a public policy. On the other hand, this theory is also called public choice theory or the formal theory of public policy for the people of the community. Basically, rational theory model was made by the economists they include the macroeconomic techniques, or we can say they apply the market economy techniques for the solution of problems. In this theory, the economists analyze the problems and they reach the conclusion that the political behavior of the community plays a significant role in the solution of public problems. The economists worked on the non-market behavior of the community people. Because the politics and economy are interrelated subjects, and the political situation or the politics of the community always influence the economy of the society. So the political behavior always affects the economy of the country. But the both actors both actors, political and economic actors, act relatively, and they try to gain maximum benefit in the shape of self-interest. To solve the people's problems, government attempted to understand through the in continuation of the discussion, the government always try to understand the public problems. They understand the problems through the rational thinking, rational acts. They saw the all alternatives and saw the consequences of the policy which they made for the community, and they always select the best option in policy making and implementation of public policy. These best option adopted by the government to implement public policy through their institutions, they use the rational method through which they organize the government institutions, so that the government ensure that the information be conveyed to easily for the people, and the also tries to gain accurate feedback from the people, along with unrestricted flow of information and the accuracy of feedback. The government also give weight to the values of the society. Without seeing the values of the society, no policy can be made or cannot be implemented which was not based on the values of the state or which is against the values of the society. This model the rational model has capacity to improve the public policy contents and the provisions of the public policy for the welfare of the people. This policy could be successful if it is based on the facts and it represents the real thinking of the society. Then it will be successful. So the rational policy be necessarily be successful, because it is always depends on the reality and on the base on the thinking of the people of the society. The analysis, we can analyze or criticize the rational policy in these terms. First of all, in this model, this tests on the need of technical competence, because it ignores the human factor as well as its dependency is on the technical competency. Without study the human behavior, no model of public policy can be successful in any society. On the second point, in this model, there is a gap between the planning and implementation of public policy by the institutions of the government and their officials. Because in the planning and implementation, government ignores the role of the people and their leadership, so they are dependent on the technicalities rather than the human thinking. So it could not be a successful public policy. It is too much mechanical approach, but the planners and the body of implementation of public policy is in the hands of people, organizations who are organic in their nature. Problems arise at that time when the policy is put into practice. When the policy is put into practice, then the difficulties arise from the policies. On the rise of difficulties, we can quantify it, and we can develop consensus on the public policy. Before implementation, we cannot develop consensus or quantify public policy. Predictions are made on the planning, on the making and implementation of policy, but the predictions are often gone wrong. So the policy should be real and multi-dimensional. It should not be a mechanical type of policy. Cost of the policy may wait out the cost of saving of the policy, which is necessary to check the conditions of the policy, of standards of the policy, which could really solve the problems of the people.